Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to do 5 tips and... Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to film a video about losing baby weight. Across my social media, this is probably the most common question I get, like how did you lose your baby weight? How did you get such a flat stomach after giving birth? So I thought I would film a video based on my 5 tips to losing your baby weight. So my number one, and probably the most important, is to be realistic and not to rush. So by this I mean you've just given birth, you've just carried a baby and you've just given birth, so you're not gonna look how you did before. You may be really lucky, but it's unlikely you're going to snap straight back into, you know, your size 8 skinny jeans, or if you wanted to become a size 8 or whatever size, that's not going to happen overnight. It's going to take time. So not to rush that process. To be honest, I didn't even start thinking about losing weight for quite a few months after having Jack, and that's because I was breastfeeding, so in my head I had to eat everything to keep my energy up, and it just was at the back of my mind. They do say to give yourself a year after having a baby before you really start to like think about losing weight, and for me that's quite true. I worked out I think once in the first year of Jack's life, and then after that I really started to commit to working out and losing the baby weight, but I did go a really long time not even worrying about it, and I think if you put too much pressure on yourself you're just not going to do it. So I think it needs to be like a gradual thing, and be realistic. You're not going to be a supermodel from day one. Like you're not going to be, if you want to become fit and muscly or slender, like you're not going to become that straight away. So maybe set yourself small targets to reach and then just build it up from there. Tip number 2 is to drink lots of water. This is something I was actually quite good at to start with because I was breastfeeding, so I was always thirsty, and so I drank lots. And then after that I started becoming not so good, just drinking loads of tea and coffee and I still do drink lots of tea and coffee now because that got me through the day when I was really tired. However, drinking water just makes such a difference, and I know everybody says it, but it really does help. It really does make you feel fresher, your skin looks better. I find it fills you up as well. So when you think, oh, I want a snack, sometimes it's just because you're thirsty, like if you're not drinking very much, and it's just not good for you. You become quite dehydrated, and it is really important to drink. I bought myself a Hydrate Mate, which is one of those bottles that tells you how much to drink and by when, and I loved that because it was almost like I got quite competitive over it. I thought, okay, I need to drink that much by this time, and the amounts of water didn't seem that unrealistic. I think you're supposed to drink about 2 litres a day. So you'd go through the bottle once and then you'd fill it up and then go through it again. And I just found that really helpful. You don't have to go out and get a Hydrate Mate. You don't have to go out and get like those special bottles to tell you how much to drink. Just having like a water bottle in your handbag really helps you and encourages you to drink more. Tip number 3 is to eat healthier meals. I went through a stage of just really wanting, like craving carbs, particularly in pregnancy. All I ever really wanted was like carby, cheesy food. But then when I started weaning Jack, I gave him loads of fresh food, and I wanted to do everything from scratch for him. So I just made big enough portions that I could have some food and then Jack could have some food. I rarely buy sauces now. I rarely buy spag bowl sauces or lasagna sauces or anything like that because it is so easy to do it yourself. All you need is like chopped tomatoes and garlic and onion, and then that's your bolognese sauce if that's what you wanted to do. I use my slow cooker loads. I try to eat lots of fish and lots of vegetables, and just try to be a little bit more mindful about what I'm eating, because obviously what you're putting into your body has an impact on how you look. And you may have seen from my Instagram, I do love to have a treat, and I don't restrict myself, because the minute you start restricting yourself you're just not going to stick to eating healthy. So I have good portioned meals, I have lots of like fresh fruit and vegetables and things like that. I always make sure that I meal plan, I meal plan, and that really helps me to eat healthy. And what I also do with having healthier meals is if I were to have, say, chicken and vegetables and potatoes or something like that, I would always concentrate on like the vegetables and things first and the healthier stuff, because then if I'm feeling full, then I'm less likely to want to eat the other bits. 9 times out of 10 I eat everything on the plate, but I do normally start with the other things first, and then if I get quite full, it's normally like the stuff that's not so good for you that's left. Tip number 4 is to not fad diet. I know so many people that do this, and it's just not good for you to, you know, consistently just have shakes or to just have like 500 calories a day. That is not good for your body. It's not good to restrict yourself of the things that you need, and also it's not sustainable. It is not sustainable to drink shakes for forever. Like, that's not going to happen. So you're going to do it for that small amount of time and you might see amazing results, but it's just a quick fix, because as soon as you start eating your chocolate again, or you know, your big meals, you're just gonna put weight back on, and it's just not good for you. So don't fad diet. And also don't skip meals. I know so many people, so many of my friends don't have breakfast, and it is so bad for you, because your body then, as soon as you get to work or you get to wherever you're going, you're gonna crave like this stodgy bad food. You're not gonna think, oh, I fancy a salad for lunch. You're gonna be like, I want a McDonald's for lunch because I am hungry. It's just not good for you to skip your meals. You just need a good breakfast. And I rarely have time to make a good breakfast when I'm going to work. I have to be out of the house by 7:30. But you know, you could have a porridge, you could have cereals, you could have toast. Like, even if you were to have a banana or something and then just like snack some nuts or something healthy, just to have something, some breakfast, because otherwise you are just going to want the bad, like the biscuits at 9 o'clock or the cake at 9 o'clock. So always have your breakfast and don't fad diet. Number 5 is to exercise, and I know many of you are like, I'm not exercising, I don't have the time to exercise, and believe me, I know how you feel. My husband works shifts. Quite often he is at work, I am at home with Jack, so I can't go to an exercise class, I can't go to the gym, I can't go out of the house, so I'm quite often in the house in the evening, and that's my only time to work out. So for me, when I used to work out, I used to do lots of classes and things, and I found that really motivational. So I would go with one of my friends and it would be like socialising as well as working out, but I just don't have that luxury anymore. If you do, then absolutely sign up to a class and go with someone, and that will motivate you to work out. If you don't have that and you don't have the time or the money to do that, then home workouts are just as good. I do a series called T25, which is by a guy called Sean T. He did Insanity as well, you may know Insanity, and it's like high intensity workouts at home, and they are amazing. Like, I get just as good results from doing that as I did when I used to spin 3 times a week. They are really good. But exercise doesn't actually need to be high intensity workouts. It doesn't have to be running. I do run as well. I try to run once a week. I only do 5 kilometers, like 3 miles, but I do that once a week, and that's just to de-stress. I find it so good for anxiety and stress, and you know, just the day-to-day stuff that builds up. Just going for a run, I just feel really happy. But some people are not runners, some people don't like to do like that type of workout, which is fine. Stuff you can do at home though, you can dance with your baby. Like, Jack and I dance every single day, and that's like picking him up, like just running around, just being really silly. That's exercise. Going for walks, taking them for walks in the pushchair. We very kindly were sent the Bugaboo Runner, and we love that. Like, we go as a family, we run as a family once a week if we can, and we absolutely love it. I swear people look at us like we're dicks. Because we are all running together with the pushchair, but we love doing things like that. And just getting out, like running after a toddler anyway, is a workout. Just having that, like going to a soft play or going for a little walk together, you're getting some exercise. It's so easy to just be sat down. What I normally do is when I get home from work, you know that hour where they're just a bit aggy and miserable and you're trying to entertain them and you're exhausted as well. That's the hour that I love to like put music on, because it puts me in a good mood. Jack loves it as well, so we put some music on the telly and we just dance around the living room, and it's a little workout for you, but it's also great for them as well. With regards to getting a flatter stomach after having a baby, that's probably one of the most common questions I get. I think I am just very lucky with my stomach. My stomach has always been really toned and quite flat, even when I was a lot bigger. it was still really toned. My problem areas are like my legs and things, and that's the thing that I need to work on. But I do have loads of different ab exercises and things, and if you want me to do another video on like what workouts I do, then I can do that. But I know that you shouldn't do ab exercises till quite some time after having a baby, because your stomach muscles separate when you're pregnant, and they need to go back together or close together or something like that before you can start doing those types of workouts. So you just need to be really careful with anything like that. So those are my 5 tips for helping you lose baby weight. I hope you found it helpful in some way. I know, again, they are common sense, but sometimes it's just easy to forget, isn't it, and to fall into like habit of eating lots and not really doing anything. So please subscribe to our channel if you're not already, and I will see you soon. Bye!